Hello, and welcome to our lessons on Microsoft Excel. In this lesson, we want to do an overview of the Excel screen. So let's get started. On your top row, you have what is known as your Quick Access Toolbar to your top left. On your Quick Access Toolbar, you have a feature called Auto Save. You turn this on or off if you want your work to be saved as you are working. Then you have your save icon, which you want to save your work. Generally, when you click on this one, because this is a new book, then it's going to give you an option to save as. We'll discuss that later. You have your undo feature, and then you have your redo feature. Now, if you go to here, click to this drop down arrow, you can customize this toolbar. If you click here, you see everything that's checked is what we have that is on the quick access bar. A recommendation: if you have a Microsoft Outlook account, you check here, and then this gives you the ability to email directly from the worksheet without having to change anything other direction. Over here, you have in your title bar, you have your book 1. Right now, because this is not a title yet, we have not saved this, it defaults as book 1. You have your search bar. In your search, you can look for different workbooks throughout your on your hard drive, however you want to search, whether it's online or through your computer. To your far right, you have the account of the person or whoever this account is signed into. You have the ribbon display here. You can hide or you can show different ribbons and tabs into your display. Your tabs are here. Then you have your minimize, your maximize, and your close to your extreme right. Down on from there, you have your tabs. You have your home, insert, page layout. All these here are your tabs. In your tab, when you click your tab, let's go with the home tab. When you click your tab, under what you have for your tabs is your ribbons. This down here is considered your ribbons. Within your ribbons, you have your groups. You have the clipboard group, the font group. Everything within that group pertains to just that within that group. This pertains to all your fonts. This pertains to everything that you align in your sheet, and then numbers, and we can continue from there. Within your groups, you have little drop down arrows. Let's go here, and not all of them, but most of them have little drop down arrows. You click the drop down arrows, and what that does, that gives you more features or more that you can use to enhance or your workbook. Let's close out of here. From there, you have the worksheet itself. This is the worksheet, and most people call this a sheet. This is a sheet. When you're working in Excel, you're actually working in a workbook. Each screen is typically a sheet. As denoted down here, if you look at the bottom of your screen, it says sheet 1. These can be renamed, which we'll go over into other modules. If you need to make another sheet, just click the plus sign, and it gives you additional sheets. Within your sheets, you have what is known as columns. Your columns are a letter A, B, C, D, so forth. You have your columns that go across, and you have rows that go down. Your rows are denoted by numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Your columns are denoted by letters. Your columns, you have a total of 16,384 columns in one worksheet. And then you have a total of 1,048,576 rows that go down. That's a lot of information that can be put into one sheet. Where a column and a row intersects, you have what is called a box, or you call a cell. Your cells, if you go see here, your cells are generally, all your active cells, what they're called. Your active cells are generally surrounded by a green line. It's a box and a green line. Your cells also have an address, and your address is noted by your column and then your row. So this would be B2. If you look over here in this bar, you see the say name box. This is the box that your cell is in. This is B2. If you click over here, you should see C4 and change to C4. In your cell, you have this little box to your bottom right. This one right here allows you to do different functions with your your cell. You can select more than one cell, and that's called a range. We'll get more to that in the details and more of that later on in this module. Inside the box here, you have what's X, where you can, once you put data in here, you can either cancel it or agree with it, or you can put a formula in there. Each cell holds 3 forms of data. It is forms of text, it holds numbers, and it holds formulas. Well, formulas are just mathematical equations that which you can use to calculate numbers in each cell. Down to the bottom, we already discussed a little bit about the sheet 1. Like I said, we can name these sheets or we can add sheets. Over here in your scroll bar is pretty cool. So if you have information or data that's not on your screen, you can actually use the scroll bar to see more data. In your view, you have the normal view, you have a page layout, and then you have a page break. We'll discuss those more later in modules also. And then you have your zoom feature. Your zoom feature lets you increase or decrease the size, or zoom in or zoom out of your spreadsheet. That right there is just a quick overview of the window for Microsoft Excel. As we continue to go further into the lessons, we pray that this makes a lot more sense to you. But for now, this is what we have. We ask God bless you, and let's move on to our next module.